Hey!
We are live!
How are you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, every time I do that, I feel like I'm going to be Joey, but then I don't want to be Joey, so then I try to do it my own way. I'm like, how are you doing?
It's like in Simpsons when they've got to take the piss of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's Captain Atomic Man, whatever his name is. Well, anyway, he's up and at them.
Up and at them.
Hello, coaches! Fernando Cruz here, Ayrton Zone here.
Excellent.
About you lads, baby. Hi lads, oh, lots of highs. Hi, hi, hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
I can see Anne. You can always tell
I
Anne.
know, Anne's got like the blue sky above her.
Yeah, yeah, you don't even need to look, you know it's her. We sense her.
Sensed you, Anne.
Evening coaches, Thomas Hubble.
Glad we said sense rather than feel. We feel you, Anne.
Bethany's on.
We felt Anne.
Japan loves us.
Hey, hi to Japan. Can I come visit you?
Alexia Yamashita.
I really want to go to Japan. Can we go to Japan?
I really want
to tour Japan.
I would want to go to Japan. I think it'd be amazing actually.
It just looks incredible. It looks so nice. And they share our love for whiskey, right?
Yeah, yeah. Apparently skiing's actually quite good there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been skiing?
Kind of fake.
That's irrelevant then, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to buy a sledge. That's what I'm going to do. Like, no fancy doing sledging.
Sledging.
Wouldn't it be epic? Everyone's going down their fancy ski gear and Rabbit Steven come down. Left, right.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus. Cassie's saying, am I the only one with horrible lag on the feed? Oh, hope
Oh no, Ahmed's coming to us to Japan. Coming with us.
Hey, you can push us on our sled or carry us back to the top.
So they might come into the whiskey factory.
Little Lindsay, she says, for your information, you can spell my name however you want. Because when I was replying to the comment, I kept second guessing how to spell Lindsay.
So many different ways though, isn't there?
Yeah, and because I've got 2 or 3 friends called Lindsay, and each one of them spell it differently, and I was like, Christ, I can't remember. I gave it a good bash.
Yeah.
Hi from Boston.
Snowy Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. So yeah, we've got a few things. Quite a lot's been happening lately, right?
Yeah, but we've been busy boys, and we're always trying to add value to you guys. As much as we think we just want to chat about health and fitness, so understand that a lot of you tune in for more than that. So we're trying to add. We're trying to add to please you.
Yes.
We're trying to please you, rather than please ourselves.
Because we've done enough of that, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had years of that.
Right, where will we start? Start at the beginning. Where do we start?
What have we been up to this week?
What are we up to? Oh, I've got a new baby.
Congratulations, Mr. Rab.
Yes. And a little baby girl last Wednesday. That's why Stephen flew solo. Sorry, we were joking about this earlier on, how he made a solo video. Doesn't matter how you say that, it sounds naughty.
I performed a solo act.
Yeah. On camera.
On camera.
People watched and they enjoyed it too, apparently.
Yeah, in my pajamas.
So yeah, I was looking after baby last week. Just not long had a little one home, so we're just kind of getting in routines and stuff. So wee one's doing well. Mum's doing great. Yeah, just getting it. It's still in the easy stage, so the sleepless nights are still. They're in the post. Second class, I think they'll come eventually.
Yeah. So yeah, Rab's obviously got his hands full. Just trying to make sure that we're keeping up to date with everything.
Yeah.
You're doing a pretty fucking good job.
Ah, well, thank you very much. I'll drink to that, sir. Here we are.
Chink chink.
Chink chink. First things second, or second things first. What's next?
Well, basically, from last Friday, because I performed the solo act Friday.
Did you enjoy his solo act? That's what we want to know.
It was all about anxiety. So it's something that a lot of people suffer from, and I made a point not ages ago, probably about a couple of months ago now, on my personal Facebook page. I was challenged, a completely different story, challenged to tell you something that nobody knew about me, and that was I suffer from anxiety now and again. So I did that. It was well received, and then it grew arms and legs. So now Rab and I have chatted. I did a solo one on last Friday. And now we're going to make a couple of anxiety specials, because so many people do suffer from anxiety, and people think they're alone in it. They can't really talk about it. So we've got
some experts, because if you're not an expert yourself, you go and get an expert, right? So we're not going to give away too much just now, but we've got an expert who's going to come and be able to help.
Well, actually, I think I told them last Friday anyway.
What did you do? I'm just going to pretend you didn't. We've got an expert who's very mysterious.
So basically, the point of this is we can talk about subjects that we are experts in, like health, fitness, a few mindset lessons, all about positivity, motivation. But when it comes to something like anxiety or depression or PTSD,
so complex.
Yeah. So we can talk all day about how we feel when we feel it, how we feel when we feel it.
It's good England.
But then we can't talk about other people's situations, and we can't advise you on it because that's not our area of expertise. So we have Dr. Kirsty.
We've called in the big guns.
Yep.
Apparently she's going to have us both on her sofa.
She is. She actually said that today.
She did. She looked us right in the eye and said it. So,
while licking her lips. No, she wasn't licking her lips.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. So again, on the lead up to that video, we'll give you plenty of notice. We're potentially going to do a live Q&A with her first, that you can come with lots of questions, and then we're going to do the video, a second video afterwards. Yeah. So because we want to help as many people as we can and take advantage of our expertise.
I wonder if anyone has any questions for Dr. Kirsty about anxiety or any other. No, let's keep it with anxiety.
Yeah.
Then you need to tweet us. What's going to be the hashtag?
Dr. Kirsty.
Dr. Kirsty. Make sure that's not really a hashtag at the moment. So yeah, tweet us and hashtag Dr. Kirsty, and we will ask her your questions on a live Q&A. And then if you are free when we're going to do the live Q&A, then please join us and ask your questions directly. Next in the pipeline, we've got the fat loss ebook, right? Fat loss ebook.
Yeah, so it's almost together, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is off the back of us doing the fat loss special, which was last month. No, it was this month. Was it this month? I can't remember.
With the fasting and no, we did the live Q. No, I think you're right. Last month, wasn't it? Because we did tail end of last month, I think.
Yeah, I think it was tail end of last month.
We did a weight loss or fat loss special.
Fat loss special, and it was well received. People loved it. So what we've gone and done, or what we're doing at the moment, is trying to put all that information into an ebook that we will make free to anybody who wants it. So I'm kind of working away at that at the moment. That's kind of my job. You've got a couple of other jobs. So I'm probably halfway through it. It's just getting all the information into a logical order with some nice pictures.
Now, Anne's raised a good question, but I've got the answer for her. She says she doesn't use Twitter. What other way to send a question? And just pillow talk to her, man. Just next time we see you, just afterwards, just say, right, boys, this is my question.
Yeah.
Save it for pillow talk. And you've got an email, I think, so you can fire an email.
Or carrier pigeon.
Or just use it in the clan Google Plus. Do it in that. Because she's in the clan chat.
Of course,
so anyway, just get the message
to us. And you chat to us all the time, so there's loads of ways of doing it.
Oh, Anne Binner's on as well. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Vinny Harris. I heard it's Dr. Krusty. She's anything but. Oh, Joey's on. Congrats, Coach Rab. Happy Friday, coaches. Big hugs from Lava Land.
Hey.
Thank you, Joey. Good man. Oh, I saw Big Rodders. He was asking the name of my daughter. It's Misha. Going with Misha. So we've got Boss Mila and eventually Boss Misha once she finishes her training.
You said Bosch.
Bosch. Boss Mila and Boss Misha. Yeah, that's going to be a tongue twister. I'm going to try to say that 10 times, right?
Beautiful name, it certainly is. Rab is looking huge.
Oh, just the jumper maybe, I don't know. Just depends.
Maybe it means your head.
Yeah, maybe it is. How many pounds is a stone? It's how many pounds are in a stone would be 14. And the other things in the pipeline. So, a couple of live feeds we had months ago, everyone asked us with a Patreon account. And we were like, what the f is Patreon? We had no idea.
Yeah.
So, we did a bit of research and we opened up a Patreon account, and we've already got 38 patrons, I think. So that's where people help to
support the channel.
So what we started to do, we didn't realise how much value we can put on there.
Yeah.
So when we were trying to organise an annual calendar, we were trying to find a company that was going to do the job the way we want to do, because ultimately we wanted to drop ship. Cut a long story short, we just didn't have the time to be sending out calendars to various people and getting them printed off, etc. So ultimately it all fell through just because we couldn't find the right company. So what we've done now is we've got the Patreon page, and every month you'll get a fresh month calendar, so it'll be month to month. So If you happen to be a patron already, you'll notice that on the page, once you're signed up, you can download February's calendar, which is it's a bit of a crack.
So you can download it, you can print it off, put it on your wall, you can throw darts at it, you can wipe your arse with it, do whatever you want, it's fine.
There's also, right now, there's a behind the scenes video for us at the introduction to Dr. Kirsty. So we're going to pack as much behind the scenes content into that. And then
I think at the moment, other than the calendar, a lot of it, what you're going to get is a constant little video snippets of me and Rab when we're in the car, driving to the next location, doing a few things, getting set up for live feeds. You know, basically just a little bit of a, you get to know us a little bit more if you so wish.
And ultimately, I mean, some of the videos we'll upload will be a wee bit rough around the edges, because the idea is we're just going to film them on the spot, very little editing, straight on there, so just kind of get an insight. Because there's a lot of funny, well, I say funny, we find it funny, that happens, and we're just not always recording, so we're going to be recording a lot more.
Yeah,
So behind the scenes. So if you want to help the channel out with regular donation, you can go onto Patreon and you can just search the Kilted Coaches, and we'll start packing out the content.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy
I'm
days.
going to read this comment out because I'm not too sure if he's taking the mickey or not. Nice tablecloth. It almost looks like you're wearing kilts. Is that Scottish identity?
It almost looks... Sean Smurfy, what do you mean it almost looks like they're wearing kilts? I suppose if somebody's never come to the channel before, they just assume.
Sean Smurfy, I'm assuming you're either new to the channel or you're absolutely taking the
biscuit.
TP.
Steve Brake, guys, thanks. Your anxiety videos are amazing. Have helped me so much.
Well, that's
there's more to come, Steve. So
Steve, we're going to make them even better. So ultimately, what you've seen so far is us just testing the water and getting the word out there. We're going to do a lot more.
what camera do you use? At the moment, we're just using a phone. When we do our videos, we've got the, is it Nikon or Nikon, however you say it, the Lumix?
This Panasonic.
Is it Panasonic?
Panasonic Lumix G7.
So, yeah.
G7.
Films in 4K, does the job, so.
But then so does my iPhone 7. Oh dear.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Never mind. Weren't you guys going to do another camp video? Fernando, that's very...
Do you mean camping?
Camping.
Some would argue that all our videos are camp.
Yeah, we were going to do another camping video. Was that before Christmas we planned that? But then the weather turned... For us, we weren't bothered about the cold, it's if it was absolutely wet, because we wanted to do a live stream and we're there, and water doesn't go well with cameras. Freezing cold, you can get a fire on, whatever it was.
But yeah, it was pretty miserable, so we decided not to do it. Hello from Dallas. Gainesville. I keep thinking that's like some made-up name for people who do a lot of weight training. It's like, yeah, I'm going to Gainesville.
Yeah, I'm going to get ready for my comp in Gainesville, because you can't lose in Gainesville. Most of love your camp videos. Oh, now Cheryl, who said hello from Dallas, I know you commented on that, but Cheryl was keen to be one of our guinea pigs for...
Oh, actually.
Oh, that's the other thing, Chris, keep forgetting.
Lose a stone, and who wants... Right, for the show of hands, okay, and I don't want a yes or no answer here, I want a show of hands. Who wants to lose a stone and tone? Go. Thumbs up or thumbs down, yes or no?
We need a countdown in the car. Remember countdown, that show. Me. You gotta put a thumb up.
No, it's a show of hands here. Show of hands.
And winner, you're just not getting it. I live in Illyria.
Yeah, there we go.
Can you say it if I had a hammer? Illyria.
Illyria.
Is that not in like Conan?
I don't know.
Or is it Valeria?
Sean
Smurfy, thumbs down. Oh well. Hello from Sterling. Yay! Some more thumbs.
Yay! Wrong answer, like a finger. Me!
Like as long as you just get the wrestling. Why was that a finger? I never know that.
Do you also remember when you were at school and the teacher asked a question like, who knows the answer to this? And you'd be like, me!
Yeah, but if you really knew it, you're like...
That's right. And you're straining, you're how high can I get my arm?
Right, we've had enough thumbs up and fingers. So, losing stone tone. So we did a video on, was that Wednesday's video?
I think.
Yeah, just Wednesday past. So it was just Wednesday there. So it was how to live well for less. Now, what we're trying to do is, a couple of years ago, you can watch this video and get the big story. A couple of years ago, we kind of set ourselves a challenge on getting by in a week on as little as possible while still staying healthy, getting protein target and whatever. And we got by on 20 quid each.
Yeah, yeah. It was a really, really small amount for two big guys. We were pretty good with our money.
So when Stephen was going solo, whacking one out on camera by himself, whacking a video out himself. Basically, a couple of people mentioned that they get financial anxiety or anxiety about money. So this is part of the whole. We're trying to show ways how to deal with that, and well, not to deal with that directly, but certainly make yourself that little bit richer. So we're setting up. We've got a Lose a Stone and Tone, which is going to be a weight loss accountability group afterwards. But initially, for maybe 2-3 weeks. What are you thinking?
I think maybe a month. I think maybe for the month of February.
Oh, good, because it's a 4-week month, right?
Yeah.
Basically, throughout that month, we're going to set the challenge. You set your own targets. You might set yourself out. It's different in every country.
Yeah. A few people have said, well, I think Hawaii was one of them.
It's really expensive there, isn't it?
Australia is really expensive. So we can't really give you the budget, but you'll know what you'll normally spend, and I would just reduce it by say 25%.
Yeah.
And then see if you can get by on that. So you're looking at 75% of your budget. And what we're looking for is for the group to be interactive. Now, ultimately, this is just a bit of a chat group, have accountability, post your ideas, because even if somebody's not in the same country as you, they might take inspiration from your ideas and then go and find it in their own country.
Yep.
So if you're on Facebook, you have to be on Facebook for this.
Yep.
Head over to Facebook and join our group.
And we will have a couple of guinea pigs. We've got our Holly Dolly, who was in the video. She's going to be our local guinea pig. Cheryl's thrown her hat into the ring. So has Gina, who's
now,
not on here.
Where does Cheryl live?
Dallas.
Dallas.
I only know that because she just posted it.
Sweet. So, how much is a stone? £14.
Come on, I've got to point this name out. Diablo the Poke Master. What a name! me. Oh, that's genius. One of the other things we encourage during this Lose a Stone Tone or the Live Well for Less is a spending ban. And what we mean by that is you've got your food budget.
Yep.
But ultimately, it's like, no, you're not allowed to spend it on anything recreational, just for that period of time. So throughout the week.
Yeah. Necessities only, and when it comes to say like food is necessity, but then that's where we're saying 75% of that budget. But then no other spends, like no going out for coffees. Coffee is really cheap. You can buy a tub of it. Keep it at home. Have your coffee at home. Just drink water when you're out and about. No scone and cakes or whatever. No magazines. Avoid things, newspapers and whatnot. You shouldn't be buying anyway. They're just nonsense.
But it's all about being clever, or is it called thrifty? If you were to get a magazine, it's because someone donated it to you, or you stole it.
Yeah.
I don't really encourage you stealing, but
yeah, exactly.
Somebody might leave it on the bus, so therefore you've acquired it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's entertaining yourself for zero cost, which will be quite exciting.
As many different ideas as you can.
Smurfy said frugal, that's the one.
Frugal.
Good man. Or, yeah, good man. Now, Anne's asking a very good question. What about a group for us that need to eat healthy and put on a few pounds?
Okay.
But ultimately, within the group, eating healthy is part of the whole thing. So you would just be looking, you could take part in the challenge, and you could be eating extra calories, but as cheaply as possible. So ultimately, it's eating the right healthy stuff, just more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, the same rules apply, to be honest. You're just going to look at what you're buying, make sure that you're maximising the cheap stuff. Protein powders, tinned fish, frozen vegetables, and big bags of pasta, stuff like that.
All the stuff that we did in the video, right?
Exactly.
You were just running through your head.
You're supposed to spend money on entertainment. No. Cassie, no.
Gin. Did the gin win? So yeah, that's some exciting stuff coming the way.
So we'll see you on Facebook.
Yeah, get over there.
And if you're not on Facebook,
and why not?
yeah. If not,
I'm trying to think what else. Is that everything that's all new? I think so. So, baby, we mentioned Patreon. The fat loss book's going to be awesome. Because there's changes to the website linked to that.
Yeah, ultimately, I think what we're looking for tonight, is just to, first of all, we need your questions for Dr. Kirsty on anxiety. Tweet us, #Dr. Kirsty. Head over to Facebook if you are interested in losing weight. losing a stone and tone.
Yep.
Then it's basically £14. I had a few questions like, how much is a stone? It's £14. If you're interested in losing £14 and toning up, then head over to Facebook, find our page, Lose a Stone and Tone, join, it's a free group, just join and we can chat to you over there. Congratulations to Coach Reb for his new baby.
The bits and pieces work. The Patreon we mentioned, so we're going to be packing it with content.
Patreon.
I was going to say something else. Oh, the new workout's almost set for the clan.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's interesting because the snow was still here when we filmed it.
Man, that sucked.
It was interesting because like I had gloves on and whatever, but right at the very end, I think it's when I picked up the tripod was frozen. I mean, you were already frozen.
Well, it was my hands.
Yeah.
Because the last exercise was just horrible. And every time I had my hands on the floor, I was just like, I was just biting at it. So as soon as we finished, I was kind of like, camera off, and I was just trying to blow my hands. I said blow. Just to try and warm it was that cold, it was sore.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus, so anyway, if you're a clan member, you'll look forward to that workout, to see me and Rab in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, my hands didn't get cold until I picked up the tripod, and then all of a sudden the temperature just dropped, and I was getting in the car, I was shaking away, I was like, bloody hell. But yeah, so that's during what, what's this, 26? 5 days.
5 days time. Better get cracking with that, eh?
My legs actually took a few days to recover from that one.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough workout.
Yeah, so
it's good. What else was going to chat to tonight? Freedom for clans.
Freedom for clans. Someday, if we get a chance to meet, we'll definitely share some gin to Anne. Yeah. Wait. You got it?
Yep.
So long, farewell.
Bye bye.
Always one.
There was a cartoon, and I can't remember what cartoon it was, and please, if somebody knows what this is, and it was like a little girl, and she was just so blasé about everything. I think she was always in danger. And it became when she's like, okay, I love you, bye bye, and she would just like walk off. And I was her saying, it's like, okay, I love you, bye bye.
And was she a real cartoon or was she a doll or?
No, she was like a real girl.
Oh right.
Cartoon. Did anybody know what that was? Because that just stuck in my mind.
I can't even think.
No.
Farewell. My pleasure to follow on your Patreon. Happy days, Alan.
Hey. Hey, Simon's on.
Hey, Simon the Lemon. How are we doing, Simon?
Everyone says hi to Simon.
And put a lemon in your comments. Say hi, Simon. And put an emoji.
Or if you can find a picture, in fact, they can't post pictures, can they?
Animaniacs. That Critch is saying Animaniacs.
Was it Animaniacs?
Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to look that up now.
Animaniacs. Boop. Oh, here's the lemons. Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Simon.
So, actually, we were going to do a proper show tonight because, now who was it sent us the video? We sent Simon the video actually.
Was it Caroline?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was so funny.
It was just a perfect. So, and she's the only person to do it so far. So, if anybody else is interested, this is so funny, and we're going to show a bunch of them on our next live show. Probably next week, maybe we'll do it.
Yeah, we could do it
next week. So basically, what we're looking for is for people to get either themselves or a family member to say how many thistles can a thistle fluffer fluff if a thistle fluffer could fluff thistles. Yeah. So Caroline was great. She got her was it her mum or her gran to do it,
and then her husband.
And yeah,
oh man, they all gave it a good go, didn't they?
So anyway, if you're going to do that, email Simon. Simon, you hate us probably, but you're going to get a bunch of videos talking about thistle flipping.
Hollister's there, long journey for me in the morning, so see you night night. Night night, Holly.
Night night, Holly.
Actually, we've got a job for Holly.
Yes, Holly, we've got a job for you.
Yep, got a job for you.
Because we are lazy and we keep forgetting to do it, so
we've got a job for you. And it's not Blumpkin. I told you about Blumpkin.
Yeah, I can't remember what that is.
Well, we just found out this week what it was. I was shocked. So naturally, I told Holly.
I remember you telling me, but I can't remember what it is now.
I'll tell you later. It's
these guys are going to tell us, aren't they?
Yeah, do tell. I know, you can wait till later.
Rab, your guns look huge in that shirt. Oh. It's a bear.
Do you guys ever have foods that you splurge on? Junk food favourite or super rich food favourites?
Yes, lots.
Yeah. So I think go if it's super. Recently, do you know what I've been really? I don't know if it's that high. Well, it would be quite high in calories, but I've been craving a really spicy curry.
Yeah, you said that today.
I know. And the problem I had was for a long time I couldn't handle spicy food. Just I was a wee Jessie. But then I trained myself up, and then I got myself up to Madras. I know there's probably hardcore people out there that'll say, Madras is a piece of cake. But then it used to make me sweat. I had to put my curry vest on and my shorts because I'd be sweating on a pint of milk. But I felt good because when you finished it, you're like, yes, I've accomplished something. And I had a Madras last month, and it didn't make me sweat that bad. But this is the conundrum now, right? Because have I become more immune to the Madras, or did it just so happen the chef ran out of enough spice that night and made it weaker? I don't know. So I think I'm going to step up and go for a Vindaloo. Oh. And this could be tragic.
Yeah.
I'll put my curry vest. Maybe I need a different vest for a Vindaloo. Maybe it's just me and Quincy for a Vindaloo. Yeah.
That made me sweat anyway.
Just looking at
Just having Quincy, just having this big furry jumper on.
it makes me sweat.
Yeah, and I'll stick with my masala.
I've got to read this comment because it's funny. So Gerard Martel says, maybe it's just baby weight if Rab looks bigger tonight. That's what it is. Alan saying, thanks for the Patreon. Always love following you, lads. So Alan, we're going to be pumping, putting loads more content on our Patreon. Today we put a behind the scenes video. There's more to come.
See, everything's dirty when you've got a dirty mind.
I know, it's been like that all day.
Yeah.
But when did it start? It started when we were talking about you going solo.
That's right, yeah.
Last week, and then it's just never gone away, is it? Right, clean mind. Clean mind. Mature-ish. Or my approximation of mature. I can do it. Bang bus, that was BB. That was pure Holly.
Yeah.
I said goodies. Oh, Mark Berrick's on now. Where is Glenn? Glenn, our baldy man is on.
Is Glenn on as
Glenn's
well?
on, he was asking.
Glenn, look, Mark Berwick Motors.
There he is. There's your baldy man. What was it, the handsome Dr. Evil, was that right?
Handsome Dr. Evil, sexy Dr. Evil.
Was it sexy,
Sexy Dr. Evil.
Christ, aye.
I'll watch Stephen going solo.
Oh dear, Anne took a laxative last night instead of her vitamin. Well, that was an eventful night, I'm sure.
It was.
I remember when I was younger, everyone used to talk about a certain type of polo mint because it could give you a laxative effect. Now, it never really affected me, but I remember people like genuinely having a few of these mints. It was the ones that came in a silver, it was polos in a silver wrapper.
Yeah, okay.
I think they're meant to be sugar free or something, and literally run into the toilet.
Well, you tend to find chewing gum is a diuretic, so it can have a laxative. If you just chew chewing gum all day, it basically we go to the toilet, which is not so good. Shitty start to your day, Anne. That's funny.
We see what you did there.
Gerard Martel, we like that one. This is getting to the point like we have like a bunch of stuff to talk about, and then we kind of get like half an hour. Has it been half an hour? Yeah, it has.
Just.
We get like half an hour in, and we can like, yeah, we want you to entertain us now.
Yeah, the comments always help, right?
Yeah.
Alan's got to split. Catch the rest later. Good man.
Alan, you're not missing much because we will be signing off in about 3 hours.
There's a couple of feeds though it goes on, you don't even realise the time.
Yeah.
It just depends on the banter and the chat, right? Christ. Oh, I watched. I finished watching. Have you watched Bright yet?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So it's
not a bit different, isn't it?
so it's basically Will Smith, and it's in a sort of, is it an alternate future or is it just an alternate world? Because there's elves and orcs.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a fantasy.
Yeah, but he's a cop, and is it LA? It's based, is it?
Maybe.
But it's amazing because it actually deals with a lot of racial issues because Will Smith's the black guy and he's hating on the orc.
Yeah.
And the orc's the one that's kind of the...
Yeah, all the orcs are like the dumb ones, really.
Yeah, and the police brutality against the orcs, and they're just watching it and it's just like...
It is very much equality, which is so rife at the moment, isn't it? People talking about equality, but yeah, but rather than being gender and race and sexuality, this, that and other, it's literally species, so it's fairies and orcs and...
Elves.
What else? Elves, yeah.
It's like, do you ever remember that movie District 9?
No, it rings a bell. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Now, District 9 was based on South Africa when they used to have the. I can't remember exactly what went on, but basically they had a district. Was it District 6 or District 4? Whatever it was. But basically, they actually had herd them all in fences.
Oh, right.
And so the movie District 9 is a play on that.
Oh, okay.
And in the movie they calls them prawns, but in District, in the actual real life, they had a derogatory name for them as well. It was interesting actually, because then obviously the movie then turned. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, it's interesting when they make real life movies that there's a deeper meaning behind it. What was it? Left open-ended too. Right? Hi guys from Oklahoma.
You know, like a song about Oklahoma.
What do you think, Sweet Home Alabama?
Sweet Home Oklahoma.
District 9 left room for sequel. That's pretty warm.
It's warm, isn't it?
Yeah, District 9 definitely left room for a sequel. Yeah, I don't know if they ever planned one. What's the name of the guy in District 9? He was also in Elysium. He's quite. No, but Matt Damon, the guy that's chasing Matt Damon.
He's also in.
He's in A-Team because he plays. Is it Face? No, he doesn't play Face. He plays. Oh, he does play Face in A-Team. Yeah, he's in A-Team as. No, the crazy one. Who's the crazy one in A-Team? Is it Doc?
Yeah.
Is that the crazy? Yeah, that's him in that as well.
Really?
Let's see if there's somebody get his name. What's the guy's name? And he's in District 9, and then he's in Elysium as the antagonist.
I thought if it's him, is he the same guy that's in Cliffhanger then?
The original Cliffhanger?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. They're saying Charlotte Copley? Sharplow? How do you Sharplow? He's quite funny, the guy.
Yeah? What am I thinking of then?
I wonder if you're thinking of...
I'm thinking of the same that he's also in Guardians of the Galaxy. Or he was.
No, I know exactly. No, you're right. The guy you're thinking of with this mohawk is in Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And I think you're right, he's in Elysium.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking the guy in Elysium who's chasing Matt Damon. He gets all geared up and he's just mental. He actually gets blown up a few times.
Yeah,
he's like the commando, whatever. Anyways, this Charlotte or Charlotte, well, I can't say his name. Can't imagine why you have dirty minds. Clan folk are so clean-minded.
Yeah.
Totally, Stephen.
Stephen Fotheringham is the worst of the worst. That's actually where we get it from.
Yeah, he leads everyone into the gutter. Oh, can somebody... Don't wait, in Argentina we do not usually take porridge for breakfast. Good way from Buenos Aires.
Hey! Buenos Aires, I think of
Starship Troopers. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, it's been wiped off the earth.
Yeah. The only good bug is a dead bug. And then it shows all the kids stamping on them.
Yeah. That's one. A good film.
Starship Troopers.
We actually could just go for can I just go for a lime sip? Because these guys just chat amongst themselves now, which is great.
Yeah, it's all our clan chat. I hope they're psyching themselves up for the new month.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You need a bit of, I say you need a bit of space. You don't really need a bit of space. You need a kind of floor space. That's it. No equipment required.
Steve Bray is early start tomorrow, so say good night from Orkney. Keep up the good work. Steve Bray, Orkney. That's where actually I'm sure it's Orkney. One of my clients, Randall, one of his daughter's friends is her surname's Giggle.
Giggle?
Giggle, really? Yeah. And our initials are I Giggle. It's really funny. Orkney can't be that big that you wouldn't know. Maybe you would know them.
So how many people are on Orkney?
I don't know.
Maybe you can tell us.
You're not going to forget a name like Giggle though, right? Fuck, I just cracked my heel. And Salido. I love it when it tries to translate stuff for you. There's 12 people. That's not one of the 12. You don't know. Antonio, you'll say Argentina.
It's funny because like we get people all the time saying, "Oh, my cousin's auntie is from Scotland. Her name's Fraser. Do you know her? Like there's like 5 million people in Scotland. I know it's not a huge amount compared to like London or LA or whatever, but it's still 5 million people.
Yeah.
And we've just done that to Steve Bray.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, no, something in Orkney.
Well, he actually said there's 21,000 people in Orkney.
21,000, Jesus.
Oh, well, I probably wouldn't.
They all like just like squashed in like sardines. It's not that big, really, is it?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it?
21,000. Really?
Christ. That's a lot. I suppose that, I mean, what's Perth? What?
I actually don't know what Perth is.
70, 80,000? I don't know. No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
Angela's excited for the new workouts. Angela, you should be excited. The workouts are bloody fantastic.
How many workouts are on there now? Is that 8? There will be.
Yeah, something like that.
7 or 8, yeah. So good range there anyway. Ken Hamasaki. Hi coaches from my office toilet.
Ken, what are you up to?
Blumpkin.
I hope you're not having a solo act.
No, when I tell you what the Blumpkin is, that'll make sense.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Oh, actually, no, I remember now. I remember now.
I only found out what that was this week.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Is this the names people have for it? It's unbelievable. Angela H agreed. What was she agreeing to you for the workouts?
Yeah. So you should be excited because they're fantastic. And she said agreed, so thanks, Angela.
I was watching something and I was laughing so hard because it was like an advert for a movie and the critics say it's terrific. And I was actually this close to getting my phone and recording the advert for you because it's like and the critics say it's terrific.
It's like my bowl of Frosties. Critics say it's great.
It's terrific. Nadine's on. Hey, Curtis, what you drinking tonight?
You got to do your Nadine hair swoosh. Nadine, could you, I think then you should do a testimonial for us for the lean formula.
Yeah.
And at the end of the testimonial, video testimonial, you should start swaying your hair.
In fact, edit it so there's sways throughout.
Yeah, breaks it up.
So just like, you know, the course was this.
Pattern interrupt, right?
Yeah.
Keep people interested. Nadine, will you do that for us? Briefly.
Nadine, I'm just going to put this right out there. You know, if we ever meet one day, and I'm sure we will, I will brush your hair for 10 whole minutes. I'll probably enjoy it more than she will.
Probably. And I promise to drink beer while he is brushing your hair.
And he'll watch, because he's a watcher.
I'm a watcher.
Jameson Wheeler, how goes guys? How's the day today? And the dogs? Dogs, well my little bitch is in season. Poor wee pup's in season, so she doesn't really know what's going on at the moment. So yeah. Angela H, so any chance the Thor and Tom Hardy transformation will be coming soon? Actually,
we're thinking probably mid-Feb.
Yeah, just gotta, we need the good weather for...
Yeah, for what we've got planned for the video, we kind of need still a bit of time and good weather, so... In the meantime, we'll just keep training.
Get massive.
Well, I won't get massive, I'll just get lean. I might shave my chest.
Yeah, just to look shiny. Yeah, I would say the same, but then a bit up pro. Quincy's got feelings now, he's a minority.
I think you should get a beard trimmer and just go with like...
I'll get taken to court. Rob's on, salute those guys. Hope all is well. We should start a project to get Tom Hardy to join you lads for a video. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome, right?
Frank, no, I'm not going to grow my hair. I'm going to actually, well, I was growing my hair, I got cut yesterday, so I bet I'm just going to go for the shorter look for Thor from his new movie. And an eye patch.
An eye patch. Rap would be over the moon for Tom Hardy, yes I would. What a guy. I'd actually want to measure myself up against him. Don't know how big he is. Was he? He must be about my height, I think.
Yeah, he's not like...
No, because I know that in Batman you had to kind of, all the shots are from down below to make him appear bigger.
Yeah, no, he's not that tall. Whereas Chris Hemsworth's like 6'2".
Oh, he's a big boy, isn't he?
6'2", 6'4", something like that. So I can't really measure up to him, but I will try.
Yeah. No need to shave your chest hair if you're a man, unless it just keeps growing.
But in Thor, all Thor movies, Chris Hemsworth is clean shaven all the way across his body. So
you got to play the part, mate.
Play the part. I may not do it. My hair's so like light, you can't be able to see it. So. I might get
Just,
away with it.
Quincy's just so bushy.
That makes me laugh.
I don't think a clipper would go through that.
Nah.
Nah. Kind of grown fond of it though. Wee Quincy. He's here to stay, don't worry.
Unless you're a werewolf.
Where would you place yourself in a 3-part sandwich? Who's the other part of the sandwich?
In between the peanut butter and jelly.
Quincy sighting, Frank. It's like Nessie, it's rare. Rare. Oh man, just what Pablo said, in winter nobody shaves, not even women. But there was an episode once of, do you remember Men Behaving Badly? And what's his face? Because what was the funny one? Well, I'll say the funny one. Martin Clunes, and then there was Tony was the character's name.
Yeah.
Tony had been travelling across Europe, and he came back and he was telling the story to the other character? Martin Clunes' character was Tony and Gary. So he's saying it to Gary. He's like, yeah, the women in Germany. He says they don't shave anything. They've got hairy pits. They're so hairy they put it into a bun. And Gary's like, oh, they'll eat anything. And Tony's like, what the fuck? But was it Madonna recently posted a picture with her daughter who had the whole hair pits on the go?
No, I'm not sure.
It's funny, your eyes are attracted to it first, and then you're just kind of like...
It is a bit of a shame that the women are kind of like encouraged to shave everything. I mean, it is much nicer to be honest, but is it not that whole guys have got Movember? So every November, a guy should grow a moustache to raise awareness of testicular cancer. And I just think guys look ridiculous with moustaches, but then the girls do Fanuary.
No,
Yeah,
do they?
I just thought.
Jesus. Imagine. No, I don't want to. I'll say they'd be like, imagine they're in change rooms and some ladies, they're like, oh, you doing Fanuary? It's like, what's that? They're just bushy all the time. Yeah. Rob's asking, congrats on the baby boy or girl. So I had a little girl and I called her Misha. She's tiny and she's sweet.
Would that be cool? Coach Stephen, you suit long hair, shampoo advert is calling.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, eh?
Oh, Angela's on the ball. So Tom Hardy's 5'9" and Chris Hemsworth is 6'2".
Happy days.
So Tom Hardy is my height then.
Exact same height.
Yeah. Who won between who?
Oh, Nadine, who won what?
Like goal posting. Who's goal posting someone?
What's that?
What's goal posting? This sounds naughty.
It does.
Nadine, explain it. Goal posting someone? I think this sounds really naughty. Tell us, Nadine. We'll swish her hair while we're waiting on the answer.
What does that mean? What does it mean, God damn it?
It's naughty. I knew it was naughty. Goal posting someone. So I've been told it recently and it's gone out of my head what it is. I think it's really bad as well.
Gerard, makes you cry when your wife does better than you for November.
It was one of the Scotland games, and it must have been in November. Must have been one of the autumn tests, and like they look pretty daft because they all had the tash.
Yeah. It just looks ridiculous. I know it's kind of raising awareness, but do you know what? We should actually encourage people to wear a kilt to raise awareness for testicular cancer.
Yeah.
Because actually, wearing a kilt and going commando is actually very, very healthy for your balls.
Nadine's saying goal posting is two dudes with someone in the middle. Is that goal posting? Is that? I thought it was something else. Hey, Gina made it on. Hi guys.
Why is it not goal posting?
I know. No, I thought it was something else. I had heard that. Is that definitely goal posting?
Is that not like spit roasting?
Yeah, but I think it's the mouth isn't. I'm trying to be diplomatic here. A sandwich, if you know what I mean. So there's a guy on the bottom. The girl's getting something in each area.
Ah, right, okay.
So
right, okay, got you. So it's not, yeah. So the two peoples are very close together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, right, yeah. Oh dear. And Anne Binner's right there with a spit roast. Spit roasting. But that's either end, really, isn't it?
Baguetting.
Baguetting.
That just sounds funny. I can't even picture that. Goal!
baguetting. That's really funny. Baguetting.
Gina's on, but she says she's going to have to go.
Oh no, stay, Gina. Stay.
The drive home for the weekend. Like to be the meat in that sandwich. Stupid video stopped working. Anyway, yeah, that was a bit of a turn for the books.
I need to tell you what this is. So Blumpkin. So for those, I only just found this out this week.
We're actually going here.
I'm gonna say it.
Can I go make a lens it?
You can make a lens if you want. It's apparently a Blumpkin, which I only just found out this week. It's apparently I could be anyone giving someone oral sex while they're on the toilet. Which I don't know why that name is relevant to that. I don't know if anybody had come across it before. And the only thing that we could think of was that somebody upset their partner and their surname happened to be Blumpkin. And maybe they're like, oh, I'll make it up to you. How can I make it up to you? And then the person said, I know what. You can please me orally while I'm sitting on the pan. And they went, okay then. That's the only thing that I can think of why it's called a Blumpkin. So if you happen to know why it's called a Blumpkin, please enlighten us, because is it Blump? I think it's Blumpkin, Nadine. Like I said, I only just found out what it was this week, and I find it really hilarious. Let me see. Hi, Rab, hypothetical question that new father wrestle with. If you had had a son, would you leave him natural or have him snipped? That's as polite a question some question could get. Same question to Steve. Some religions, snippet is part of that. Some people argue it's more hygienic. Sometimes they have to get it done on their son. And they talk about, you know, if you had you've got children yourself, whether you would get them circumcised or whatever. It's not really something I would think about doing unless I had to.
Yeah, I think leave it as God intended. If you believe in God. Or how nature intended. If you believe in nature. Unless for medical reasons that you need to get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know what the medical reasons would be, to be honest.
I remember someone I knew got it done, and I forget who it was, but they got it done later in life because of certain issues, and they were happier afterwards. So, oh well. But to answer your question, no, I would just leave it as it is. So there we are. Nadine's asking, Stephen, who won the guessing game for the baby? Yes, Nadine. I wonder how you won, Nadine. But nonetheless, Nadine, you won. Sneaky little devil you. Yes, Nadine, you did win. So you have got a hat coming your way once we sort that out.
We decided, Nadine, that you did cheat, okay? However, you had the...
Is that mine?
Yeah, that's yours. You had the balls to go off and find out the information. You knew you had these connections and you went off this little tangent and you got the answer. So we thought, right, okay, we'll honour that, only if you do as a video testimonial for the lean formula and swoosh your hair.
I'll perform in a Blumpkin.
He said that, not me.
No, yeah. Video testimonial of the hair swoosh, that'll be fine. You do that, you can get your hat. Go on, hands right now. You did not cheat. She did what she needed to do to win. But nonetheless, we've put stipulations on it because it's our game and we can do what we want.
Yeah, to be honest, there's no rules, really.
It's like UFC. Actually there's rules in UFC now, it doesn't really work. Yeah. There are no rules.
Stephen said you did. Stephen said what did? Who did what? The cameras we use. The camera we're using at the moment is an iPhone 7, just to go live, but normally it is the Panasonic G7.
G7. Stephen said Nadine cheated.
That's true.
He's sticking to his guns. Have to go, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. You too, Angela.
Bye bye, Angela.
Sahan the Mighty, such lovely colourful balls. I hope it's still Rab for president, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. A Blumpkin is just gross according to what Anne posted. Gerard Martel. Like, we still don't know, where did the name come from? Like, what? The name, as far as I'm concerned, has no relation to the act, I don't think.
A Blumpkin sounds to me like a kiddie's toy thing. Like, Mummy, Daddy, I want to play with the Blumpkin.
Well, I think it was Holly was pointing out to me. She finally, when I told her what it was, she says, "Oh, now I get the joke on Baghdad." Because I'm not that I follow Baghdad, but apparently there was something funny in Baghdad. They were saying,
What's Baghdad?
Baghdad is some guy in the States who dresses up as Batman. And does
Oh,
crazy-
Baghdad.
Baghdad. Yeah,
It's
sorry.
Baghdad.
And basically, there was an episode where he was saying Blumpkin the Pumpkin or Pumpkin the Blumpkin, and everybody was laughing, but at the time, Hollister didn't know what that meant. And, well, now she finds it funny.
I see.
So, yeah. Blumpkin, plural, Blumpkins, vulgar slang, the active perform fellatio while the recipient is defecating in a toilet. First I heard of it, but it's gross.
Right.
Agreed.
Yep. Agreed. We'll drink to that.
But like I say, it must have been a wind-up. Do a Facebook search for Blumpkin. I bet there's a whole bunch of Blumpkin surnames.
Yeah, I think it'd be a kid's toy. Honestly, I think it'd be like it comes in a little egg or something. Oh, the Blumpkin with the hatched out my egg.
I saw in a video a little boy named his pumpkin Blumpkin. Yeah, Fernando, I think that's the Baghdad video. I think that's the one that goes around, and that's why it's so funny. So he named his pumpkin Blumpkin, and obviously didn't understand. Like a Hatchimal.
Exactly. I don't know what that is.
No
but
more
yes.
rap for president. You said someone else came up with sexiest man, so no more from me. Yeah, who was it came up with sexiest man blog? Who was that? I forget the name.
Was it not him?
No, it wasn't him that did it. No, it was someone else. Yeah. So what's HMPH? What's that stand for?
That's a humph.
Oh well, no
That's
more
enough.
rap for president. Oh well. Stephen couldn't understand Rab's accent. Where's Stephen? Who is he?
No, it's me when I said, hey, what are you talking about? Baghdad. That's why I
Oh,
said Baghdad.
right.
We just speak really fast.
Imagine we slowed everything down.
Or try to speak really posh like this.
Yeah.
Good
Wait,
day.
do you remember we were on a feed and Anne Binner said that the English accent is sexy as hell?
Yeah, something like that.
She must have been on drugs when she
She
said
must have
that.
been on drugs. She must have been absolutely nuts.
Oh, Rob just gave us a donation!
Hey!
Now, Rob, we're actually going to be drinking your 21-year-old tonight, but we didn't.
But we didn't.
But we've opened it and it tastes damn good. We're going to have it on the feed, but
Well, actually, because next week's going to be a bit more of a show, we're going to show a bunch of, because we've only got one at the moment, but everyone is going to pull it out of the bag and you're going to get us a bunch of videos of people saying the thistle fluffer ring.
yeah,
And I want to show them next week while we're drinking Rob's 21-year-old whiskey.
yeah.
We have started, there's like this much out of it. It's bloody
Oh, it's
delicious.
so smooth.
It is incredible.
Oof. Forget what 21 do. I say that every time. Anne saying, try different accents, I'll decide what's sexy.
tell
I'm
you.
not that great with the accents, to be honest. Rob saying you'll never go back to an 18-year-old. We're turning into whiskey snobs, Rob.
We are. You actually get a 25-year-old level of it as well.
Do you?
But it's,
Oh,
it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
Nadine's asking, what's the healthiest alcoholic drink? Rum and Diet Coke.
Nothing with
Rum and Diet Coke.
the Diet Coke tears up your stomach lining. You
Drink whiskey.
Yeah, drink whiskey. Yeah. Probably not the healthiest, really.
Nadine, I think I would challenge you to just drink single malt Scotch whiskey all night, and as soon as anyone says, "What are you drinking?" say, "Kilted Coach has made me do it."
Drink it like Lionel Richie. All night long, all night. That was funny the other week. So I had to defrost the car, and our main man, our Joey Gallon,
Yep.
he posted in the clan, I don't know, a couple of months, or maybe it was just last month, picture when he was younger, and he looked like Lionel Richie. So then I've always got this Lionel Richie CD case I used to scrape my window with. Every time I'm thinking Joey, and I'm always like, hello, so scraping through the window. Eventually I see my puppy in the front seat once I've cleared enough, and she's looking at me, and she's like, is it me? Bailey's on the rocks is good for dessert.
Sometimes it's very difficult to me understanding the accent, but I catch the idea. Sometimes. Greetings from Argentina. Pablo, Dario.
Asan home, thank you very much for your donation. Thank you very much. That's Assay, it's Assay, isn't it?
Oh, you know my name, what to say there. Yeah, that's why she's made a donation, or she's made a donation.
Yes, it's Assay. I'm sure it's Assay.
See, I didn't want to say it.
Is it right? Is it Assay? I'm sure it's Assay.
See, every time I see your name, I think ass and home.
I'm sure it's Assay.
Yeah. Please help us because we are struggling. But anyway, thank you very much for the donation.
No, it's not Assay, so it'd be Ice? Ace?
Easy?
Easy?
Asu?
Asu? More limos. Limos?
More ooh. Ooh. Ice, baby. Ding, ding, ding. Azza? Come on, help us out here.
I thought for sure you were from Texas. Lime, like.
Oh, lime-like.
Lime-like. Ouse.
Ouse?
Louse. Wow, ouse. Ouse. Oh, ouse. Ouse and home. Is that right? Ouse. Thing is, we won't forget it now, right?
Ouse.
Ouse. Is it ouse?
Ouse.
Better, so it's ouse. Yes,
Ouse.
right. Thanks,
Okay.
ouse. We've got it.
Thank you very much for the donation.
Yes.
You are awesome.
Yes.
You are awesome.
I see what you did there. To be fair, like, it's funny because a lot of people sometimes they call me Rob.
Yeah. They do.
It's because they recognise the name Robert and then they don't assume Rab is spelt or sounds different.
Swedish, Norwegian. Yes, I think House is Swedish, isn't she?
I believe so. Rob's out for his dinner. Have a good night, Rob, sir. Thank you for your donation.
Rob, always a pleasure. You didn't stay on for long, but we love you nonetheless.
And yes, I spell it Rab as in R-A-B, so it is as it sounds, really. Oh, Nadine's saying hi to Rob. Of course, they were in the same group together.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
he was in.
The original 6.
He was in class together. Mm-hmm.
They were the naughty ones at the back.
Yeah.
Never paying attention.
Throwing paper at us.
Paper aeroplanes at the front.
Did you ever used to throw stuff in class?
As in rabbit.
I remember when I was in school, right, I was in French, and Mark Hampton, remember?
Yeah.
Right, so basically he was putting stuff in his bag under the table, and one of the, I think the 6th years had been in before, and they'd been bored, and they put a sanitary pad on the inside under the table and stuck it to the top and put red pen on it and whatever. So anyway, Mark goes under his table, and he sees it, and he's like, oh fuck, you know, but then it just became this big hullabaloo, right? So it was like, oh, I don't want to touch it, and everyone's making a big deal about it, and then the teacher's like, oh, just put it in the bin, it's silly, and he didn't want to touch it, he's getting pain. It was just this big circus, and we're all giggling, I'm like, ha ha ha, laughing away. I put my bag down, I look under the table, there's one mine there, so I was like, I never told a soul. Every time my knee hit the table, I was like, oh man. I made it through, made it, mate, you made it. Nothing is funnier than the Scottish people saying the word crap. It's crap.
Why is that funny? I think that's a load of crap.
As in rabbit, a cute little cuddly bunny. I am anything but I will take that as a compliment. So, whiskey in those mugs or coffee?
Neither.
Hot blackcurrant. Funny as a cry for help. Crap.
Hmm.
No idea.
No idea. Are we frozen?
Mine's
Oh,
still
yours
going.
is still going, that's fine. That's fine. That's all that matters.
If by funny you mean shitsy, I agree. Shitsy. Where's Holly? Holly was here, Anne.
She's got a long car journey tomorrow, so she's off to bed.
Yep, she's away to Yorkshire. That's where her dad lives, isn't it?
Yorkshire?
Yorkshire. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, Beverly.
Beverly, yeah.
Beverly?
So, you know how Coronation Street is that? Because that's Weatherfield. Is that near Yorkshire then?
That's in Yorkshire.
Oh, is it? Right,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yorkshire's pretty big. There's like South Yorkshire, North Yorkshire. I think it's, if you join two together, I think it's the biggest county in the world.
Ted's asking, what's the best time to travel to Scotland?
Today.
Today.
It's usually, it varies, but normally about 5:30ish.
No, actually, there's the Fringe. That'd probably be a good time to come,
Yeah,
right?
Edinburgh Fringe Festival is world renowned for being awesome.
Is that August or July? I forget.
It's August time, isn't it? July.
I see the advertisements
Yeah.
in July. It usually kicks off in August, doesn't it?
So a Fringe Festival, in case you don't know, it's just a bunch of arts and entertainment. So there's comedy festivals, there's street performers, there's shows, there's all sort of dancing. In fact, because it was the Fringe that Ken was over for the ballet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There's a bunch of ballet on as well. So there's all sorts of, basically there's something for everyone. And even if you don't think you're really interested, even going over to Edinburgh when the Fringe Festival is on, there's just a whole buzz about the place. It's really, really cool. So Fringe Festival, I'm pretty sure it's about August time.
And there's loads of hustle and bustle. It's probably the busiest Edinburgh gets. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit of a nightmare for getting out if you're one of the locals, but
Yeah, because that was that live feed. Remember, the video was called the Passing of a Friend.
that's right.
So we'd been out there during the day doing the ballet, and then we were supposed to go for the last train, but we'd had quite a few gins, and our little legs weren't carrying us, so we just sat in this pub and went live to you guys. And then we had to get a taxi home, didn't we?
Ted's asking, so Edinburgh close to Perth? Yeah, it's about 40 minutes away, depending on traffic and mode of transport, of course. But yeah, pint. Depends what you're buying. Pint of whiskey.
Oh. And saying if you want to park during the festival, then you're fecked. Yeah, but that's why you're probably best just getting the train, really, on then taxi home, as we did it.
Glenn's asking, how do you guys get away with showing your asses on YouTube? We don't, to be honest. That's why we stopped.
I'm back to being ran for president. I've been forgiven by Sahan the Mighty. 7 AM here in Perth, Australia. Have a good day, sir. We'll see you. Yeah, you'll be starting your day, so have a good day.
Yep. By Sahan the Mighty.
Yes, that'll be Saturday for him, right?
Saturday.
Yeah, have a good Saturday, sir. Scott Dag. Do you like Dags? Yeah, sure.
Dags.
I
Sure.
like dogs.
I like dogs.
I like caravans better.
Chicago, but want to travel to Scotland. Ted, you 100% should travel to Scotland.
Yeah.
Edinburgh, Glasgow, August time.
Yeah.
Right. We go home. We're gonna go home. We go home.
We're gonna wave goodbye. So long, farewell.
Any Kilted Coaches fans from New Orleans? Anyone from New Orleans? Anyone? New Orleans? In fact, there's New Orleans that I'm pretty sure Hard Target, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
What's he?
set in New Orleans.
Oh, really?
Nadine, have you ever seen Hard Target? It's Jean-Claude Van Damme film. Answer me. Nadine.
Just catch up on comments while we shoot. New Orleans makes me want Sazerac.
What's a Sazerac?
No idea.
What's a Sazerac?
Is that a drink?
No, have Nadine, please go and watch Hard Target. If you like Jean-Claude Van Damme and his whole stuff, then go and watch it. I'm pretty sure it's New Orleans it's set in. Pretty sure. Sassenach.
Heather Shell, cheers from Manitoba. I've got family there, Heather, so big wave to Manitoba.
Oh, it's official cocktail of New Orleans.
Nice.
What's it called again? What was it called?
Sazerac, was it?
Sazerac. So what's in it then? What is a Sazerac? Is that a cocktail? Did you say it was a cocktail? Official cocktail? Sazerac is a bourbon.
Bourbon?
Remember bourbon creams?
Oh man, I love them.
Awesome, eh?
Still get them.
We should get it for next week.
Yeah.
We're going to have some bourbon and bourbon creams. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should have some Jack Daniels for sacrilege.
Jack Dan. Are you alright?
Just so we can have bourbon creams, it all fits together. Especially from the OCD.
Jack Daniels and bourbon creams.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there, but yeah. Oh man. Rab and Stephen, have you ever heard of the Celtic Colours Festival at Glenore Distillery here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia?
No.
We have now, though.
We have certainly now. Yes, we have heard of it.
The only time I ever heard of Nova Scotia was in Die Hard with a Vengeance, because that's where he gets him in the end, right?
What is a good whiskey? Big Scotch Brewer here in a few weeks. What is a good whiskey? Well, first of all, you have to spell whiskey without the E.
Yeah. It's not the whiskey, it's just the whiskey.
Whiskey. So the Scottish way is a whiskey, and it depends on what's available to you. We really like a Glenlivet. I really like a Lefroy. Yeah.
A Jura.
Juras are nice. Highland Parks are nice. Talisker is nice. There's plenty. Macallan. Not Macallan for ages, have we?
Oh, I know.
We used to love Macallan.
Yeah. I love how it's called the Macallan. Makes it sound boss-like.
I'm pretty sure it's the Glenlivet as well, though.
Oh, is it?
Pretty sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm making that up.
You said it with such conviction, I was buying into it.
Oban and Edredor are very good as well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Most of the single malts.
Yes. Yeah, single malt. So we're going to go because we're both tired, especially him.
I'm fresh and ready to go.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Right.
Right.
We love you all.
Night night, folks.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
Is that girl from?
Yeah.
So it'll be Animaniac.